Alright, what is up everybody? Mr. Blocks here. Today we're going to be talking about Black Clover. Now, if you're not familiar with the manga adaptation of this anime starts off with the main character, I'm assuming, Asta, He has no magic power, and basically throughout his whole life he's wanted to be the magic emperor, which is kind of like being the Hokage in the Naruto world. So basically, in this world, Magic Emperor is highly regarded, and he's practically the king of that nation, I guess. He's the king. And his childhood friend, Yuno, was born with a great deal worth of magic potential. So in the beginning, they were both abandoned at a church, and they were raised together as rivals. Yuno was a coward, and Asta, without any magic at all, had more guts than Yuno, who had magic, and he lost his necklace through a bandit in the slums. So Asta's like, nah, you give him back the necklace, give it here. And Asta, of course, couldn't do anything to the guy because he had magic on his side. So the guy just beat up Asta for like a minute and a half. And then Asta just kept getting up. And the guy was like, you know what, take the necklace. I don't even want it anymore. It's not worth the trouble. And he just left, ran away. Asta's like, yeah, I did it, I got your necklace back. And then he passes out from fatigue. And then Yuno's like, if only I could be as strong as him. A few years later, Asta still has no magic whatsoever. He's like in his teen years or whatever. He looks to be in his teen years. Yuno has a pretty adept control of magic, and yeah, there's a ceremony where you get a grimoire, which is a book that possesses magical power. And if you don't have magical power, I'm assuming you can use a grimoire as a catalyst and cast spells with it, which is probably why Asta was so excited to be receiving one. And he goes there with Yuno, of course, and everyone from the church goes and gets one too. So Asta's sitting there like, yo, where my book at, man? I need my knowledge. And everyone's laughing because no one has ever not gotten a grimoire before. He's the first person to not get one. And of course, Yuno, the child prodigy, gets a golden 4-leaf clover, which is essentially saying he has good luck, prosperity, and he will have a good future. Magic Emperor. Yeah. Asta's like, alright, I'm not gonna be down by this. I'm still gonna be your rival. I'm not gonna let you stay ahead of me forever. It is our dream to become Magic Emperor. Yuno pulled a scummy move. He walked by and said, that's never gonna happen, and just leaves. And that tore at the heart right there. I was like, I thought you guys were like brothers or something. You guys have been friends since practically birth. But no, this guy, after all that, he just walks up and says, that's never gonna happen. After all you two have been through, a little bit of power, and you abandon your friend. I do not like this man. Not one bit. Now, later on in the episode, we do see Yuno going back to the temple, or chapel, whatever you want to call it, I don't know what he was doing. I can only assume he was trying to steal a grimoire for his friend Asta, just to make it seem like he's a good guy, when an ex-Magic Knight, which is someone who protects the Magic Emperor, appears and binds him with magic chains. And his chains render magic useless, like you can't use magic, and you also cannot move. And pretty much after that, the golden book is stolen, and Asta's like, nah, I'm gonna jump out this tree and you gonna give him back the book. You give him the book back to him. Jumps out the tree and they start to fight. Totally one-sided fight, of course, because, once again, magic versus no magic. And it's high-level magic. It's not some petty thief magic that's like anybody can learn. It's magic that takes years to develop. It's completely destroyed and sits down against the wall because, he got bodied. And, the thief's just throwing depressing words at him. He's like, you have no magic power whatsoever. You're useless. You're garbage. Your friend over here, blessed with all this magic power, probably laughed at you every day just because of how much of an eyesore you were, and he pitied you. And Asta was feeling it. He was feeling the burn after that. But you know, amazing guy, right? He steps up for a change and says that his friend isn't useless and that he does have potential to be the next Magic Emperor. And I was like, okay, you know, you standing up for your friend. That's what you should have been doing from the first place. And that lights a fire in Asta's heart. He's like, yeah, you know, I can do this. Sorry for showing you such a lame adaptation of me, but now it's time for me to break out and be who I really am. Then his grimoire responds to him. He gets a blue grimoire book. Now, it has 5 clovers on it, which is rare. Only one type of person will receive a grimoire with 5 clovers on it. Only demons will get grimoires with 5 clovers. So he pulls out his giant metal black sword, and he starts to render the other guy's chains useless. Like, he just slices through them. I'm assuming like specific magic will have other effect on other magics, like maybe fire loses water, obviously, and sword can slice through most magic, but it's probably useless against armor or some armor type magic. We've only seen like 3 types of magic this whole time, being water, wind, and chain magic. Anyway, guys, he wins the fight. Him and Yuno rekindle their rivalry now that they both have grimoires. And end of episode 1. Now, I do personally think that this anime does have an adaptation of Naruto in it, you know, with the, oh, I've never been anything in my life, like I've always just been useless, but I've tried to make the best of it. Naruto, he was useless and tried to make everyone notice him because he had a dream that he wanted to achieve. He wanted to be noticed. Asta wants to be noticed as someone who could win without using magic because he doesn't have any magic. Now, I do think this anime can go far. Like, if I had to give it a rating out of 10, I would say 8, mostly because this is just the first episode that I've watched, and I think it has a lot of room to improve. Like, the artwork was pretty decent, like, I'll say that. Now guys, this is my first anime review, so I was hoping we could get 5 likes on this, 5 to 10 likes, you know. I'll do another review of a new anime. Now make sure to hit that like, share, and subscribe button. I'm out, guys. Peace.